Hey everyone! I can't hear myself speak. Again. One sec. Okay. Why is it always so loud? Okay. Continue. Okay, we're on Dad Book. That's where we are.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Hello everyone. We are back. We just got Dad Book in Dream Daddy, and Dad Manda is gonna teach us how to use it. Okay. Hi Chad, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book? Why, Chad, Oops. I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered. You should buy more things for Amanda. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No? Wow. I didn't say that. You've never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. My own daughter doesn't know what I majored in. Well, we have to go for Hugo first. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer, scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. On Friday night, you are most likely to brew some strong tea and paint your miniatures. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. You can still be a movie star, my good sir. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. Yes, please. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. I forget them at home a lot. You did not capitalize the I. You say you're a literary teacher. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. That's true. I think I said last time I'm not going to get into that, but. Dad tip 60. Never give up and never remember. Or navigate to Hugo's Dad Book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometimes. I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime. But I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Can we hold hands? I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for, and they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. And I hate all children equally. Actually, high schoolers I can actually tolerate, but I just call them assholes and get done with it. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, are you alright? Oh.
Fine.
Of course. I'm fine. I just got to think about the Backstreet Boys. They had a reunion. The Backstreet Boys are back, alright? But they're different. Something's wrong with them. Like their dream someone once had, but it can no longer remember. No one's talking about it. They just go on like everything's normal. I hate to say it, but that's kind of what the Jonas Brothers... yeah. But were they original? Were they really the only ones? I can tell she doesn't really want to talk about it. The answer is no. We see boy bands come and go all the time. When they're popular, we act as if they don't like their music, and in a few decades, their songs will be considered classics. It's just the way the world works. The Beatles were once the hot new boy band, you know? So, do fathers just lose their dad license if they don't mention the Beatles at least once a month? Yes. But mentions of Rush or Billy Joel are acceptable in a pinch. But seriously. You know you can talk to me about anything, right? Yeah. That's why I'm talking to you about the Backstreet Boys. Okay. Just remember that it's okay to be sad. And also remember that I love you very much. And only want what's best for you. That's all. Huh. Alright. Jeez. Don't make me cry again. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Aww.
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Aww.
Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. Just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in gross old buildings for 40 plus hours a week. Doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40 pops? I don't know. Wow. Yeah. It's fucking, school is a lot. Like, it's a long ass time. Jeez. And then if you do sports or like any extracurricular shit, you're there for so long. That's unnecessary. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What's your middle school experience like? I thought my middle school experience was fine. I started a new school, so I think it was as okay as starting a new school in middle school could be. There was nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who, oh no, they all wronged me, and so that also happened to me. They were terrible to me. That also happened, yeah. All my friends ditched me around 10th grade. So I graduated high school with no friends. Can't you tell? That's sad. Let's not talk about it anymore. And wait, I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school was awful. I had repressed it for so long.
Right.
Dad, did we just have a breakthrough? I think we did.
Oh.
See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? Last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They just gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. How dare? And why did you go to a clam chowder factory? Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby and William threw up on into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. And Mr. Vega. I mean, I can't get weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. Okay, but it's confined ocean. What are you worried that a whale is going to pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. Penguins are the best. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find that school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at wit's end.
No.
Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Whew. I am too. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're shorthanded and most of the kids won't stop screaming. As I'm sure you know, it's the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great, well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. Oh! 2 people for 10 kids? That's not bad. Hugo walks... Okay. I went to a school with very small numbers. So, like, we had 2 chaperones for, like, 25 kids. And it didn't go poorly, so. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phone away? All the kids look up at a moment to stare at Hugo, then go back to texting. At least they're quiet? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. The classes start filing into the aquarium. Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of papers to each kid. No, not these field trips. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. What if they didn't bring any? It's true. It's very true, Smash. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet?
Hey.
Honestly, it's just busy work so that teachers can have moments of reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. No! Teacher hacks? I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did on the Old Man in the Sea for middle schoolers? Oh. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. That book was difficult for me to get through in like 10th grade.
Oh.
It's thick. Not like in the bad way that anyway. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibitions as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander to a large fish tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. A zebrafish!
Hey.
You're wrong. They're called zebrafish. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? I did not know that. Why am I on the television? You guys are very strange. Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. I did know that. Nature is hardcore.
Oh.
It is. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. If I keep saying fish, I'm going to lose my mind. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
Hmm?
Tissue necrosis. Cool.
Hey.
Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, no, don't do it! Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... None of these are right. We're gonna go with American longfin. Yeah? Did you know that? This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, it's not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish.
Hmm?
Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend I know things in front of you. Especially when apparently the person I'm playing knows nothing. Chad Brad, you're kind at heart, but you're dumb in head. Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who are started to fight over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He always looks cute. Shut the fuck up. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow.
Oh.
I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? Can we please kiss in front of the psychiatric fish? I'd rather stare at, we can learn a great deal. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It's truly fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. That's a very astute point, Chad. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edge of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeves and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Chad? Don't you want to pet some rays, Chad Brad? I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectful distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't want to know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed. The horseshoe crabs can only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand in the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn about them, right? I dive my hand back in the touch tank with the renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away blushing. They had to put that word in there. That one word that I can't pronounce. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why's that?
Oh.
Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Susan, get back here. Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Hopefully not a fish. Hopefully something that can breathe in air. Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child. Whatever it is, it goes back into the touch tank now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her bag on the floor. It lands with a let's slap! We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move. Hugo leans down and unzips the bag. A horseshoe crab okay. It won't die. Scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Suzanne, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was gonna die? Suzanne, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Suzanne sulks off, leaving me with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of small tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounds us.
Yes.
Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth.
Ah.
That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmured from the students. They just jump back on their phones.
Ah.
Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Oh, birth then pregnant. Fair. Man, we thought we had it hard.
Hey.
Yeah, you have it real hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All, however many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Yes.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. That's nice. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to think about to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins?
Oh.
Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Fun fact about me, penguins are my favorite animals. By far. They're the best. A group of kids runs around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. Or at least a few moments. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and student alike seem to having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad. Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god. There's a student in the penguin enclosure. No. Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of yours?
Oh, no.
It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit is ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody. I have an announcement. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run to the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey. The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you. Try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we are discussing the birdness of penguins. They also have knees. They're like... Actually, I'll just point on them. So, like, their knees are, like, right here. It's cool. The crowd is somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even going to go? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions, though they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Bribe her. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change, and there's also a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to shake on our agreement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosures. We're gonna have to block these birds.
Block that bird.
How do I do that? What is this? No! No, stop! Stop, 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 stop. Why is this significantly more terrifying? You can't get out that way! There was a door!
Try that tea.
There was a door there. Hey, Gage. Bribery works. It does. Pay a child money. They're great for ages. Whew. Glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugh is wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech. And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out as out of a sense of duty. Everyone starts dispersing. Sorry. I have snacks today, everyone. These are Albanese gummy bears, the best gummy bears in the world. Yeah. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hand. Well, it was the thought that counts? No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8. What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose so that they can compare animal notes. You're not off the hook, Molly.
Oh.
Chad, did you just bribe a child? You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium, the kids load onto the buses. Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Chad, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Hey.
Let me take you out next time to make up for it. You like cheese boards? I love cheese boards. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal Penguin.
Aw.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You got to go in the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. Love Mr. Vega. He's such a scholarly teacher. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's kind of usually... Kind of what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Yeah, Amanda, when you become a father, you'll learn the difference.
Gold star for good behavior.
One sec. I just gotta... Stop. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Also, stop just text each other. You weirdos. You have each other's numbers. While I'm doing my afternoon world jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And... the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't... I got in! Yes, large ass envelope. You got in, or you got accepted to like the spring program or something. Oh, I got in. Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I can't read tonight for some reason. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible.
Oh.
Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. Also, art schools are expensive. Like, you're not gonna find one that's reasonable. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Hey, okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foiled wrap burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gab. Gal, just give me a Rito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes. There are all these galleries nearby and a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that student gets their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free. That's actually really good. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA. I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. That's kind of what happened to Rachel and I, but like not. So maybe. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. I know. The worst. Love you, Rachel. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have bad roommates. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. Oh, they let you have animals in the dorm if you get a note saying you need one? I bet I could forge one. I think I could eat a rabbit. Or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit, though? Oh boy, I think I'll have to leave all that up to you. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? The what? I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. No, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person. I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. It's just gonna make it salty, actually, but sure. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Craig, I don't want to talk to you. I have no interest. So, buddy, I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner. And I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years and I still can't get a read on him. And I know it's going to be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you please come with me? I love food. I especially love food that's free. And I don't know why you're so sweet over sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Why is he sweaty? Like, I know that's not what it is, but like, I really hope that's a sweat of relief. Eat that dinner. I'll hit on Robert. I feel like last time it went way too fast. But maybe this time we'll go slower. That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food, but why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into a paranoia spiral. Hey, yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decided to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig's waiting on my porch, bottle of wine in hand. You're wearing that to a dinner?
Hey.
Chad Brad, my boy. Am I glad to see you? Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine.
Nice.
Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Dude is very much into drinking, or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he has telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. That's... Thank God it's not just me. I never know.
Nice.
He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first. No. Actually? No, I think I learned how to cook before I learned how to iron shirts.
Hey.
One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still, if you were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks at the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know, that's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second. Ugh, I have a stuffy nose. This is uncharted territory, Chad. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me. Chad, didn't know you'd be tagging
I
along.
don't know.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not... No, it's fine. Come on in. We entered Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourselves at home. That's a lot of drinking. We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you have a dog, Robert. Oh, yeah, that's Betsy. I have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. Red and blue.
Oh.
What kind of dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dog fighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I would probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh, okay. Anyway, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like ossobuco? Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers, was the dog fighting ring thing real or was he kidding? I don't know.
Hey.
What's ossobuco? I don't know. Did he make up that word? Until I have ossobuco in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one.
Oh.
You're safe if you voluntarily walk into it. Robert finally walks into the room carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table, don't trust them, so we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that's okay. Robert sets plate in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. It looks like meat. Maybe lots of sauce? I can make out some vegetables. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
Hey.
Oh my god. Take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender, and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I fished it out of the dumpster behind a restaurant, or at least I think it was a restaurant. Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks wary, but still has a mouthful. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it. Where did you learn how to cook like this? Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decide to play along. You mean Joel? Do you mean Joel, Rachel? I'm pretty sure you mean Joel. He's just giving Joel. You live in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe. Crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrape together some cash. One night I meet at dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. Go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What a night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship? Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore. But this food's so good, I kinda don't care. That's amazing. It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't exactly expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation, it's the food. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. It's true. This ossobuco is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up. But they're not reusable! Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made lemon berries savarin? Well, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me. Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig. I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. After consuming way more ossobuco than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food combo with generous servings of whatever savarin was, Craig and I decided to head out. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Especially if there's ossobuco involved. Robert.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. So these three are the ones that interested me. I don't want to see Needy by going to Robert immediately, because we did just go talk to him. Maybe Matt? Avid music enthusiast. I'm good with music. Passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over the coffee spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s. No wave. I can't do 80s though. On a Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup. One drip at a time, baby. If you had one thing to take with you to a deserted island, what would it be? Fine tunes to pass the days away. What are your turns on? Multi-instrumentalism? What did you want when you grow up? A barista, weirdly enough. Yeah, let's talk. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. You didn't put a question mark at the end of that, actually, but okay. Hey man, great seeing you at the BBQ. We should definitely hang soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and sees Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Sound Garden. Wanna come? I think for a moment. What's a Sound Garden? It's a concert band venue. It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? Well, I'm thinking another message pops up on the screen. Puppet's playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. I was going to say that's a lot of descriptor words, but it also makes sense. So, whatever, let's get out of our comfort zone. I log off to dad book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through the memories of denim jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envisioned all of the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with the coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool. At least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? I'm gonna get this off the screen. No, I won't. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born. Yeah, you have. You took me to one once when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god, I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was so much more than that. And I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed. You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing, and you too! Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot, and you'll fit in. Well, it's at a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band? Like DIY glitter punk, thrash, straight edge? Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk? Proto-punk, C-punk, Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? You said that they're Canadian punk? Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? No? I didn't see friendship and politeness as core tenets to the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's it. I mean, yeah, it's not like you're gonna jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a set your goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it. And definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet. Literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind. Just have a blast tonight. Listen, if Amanda's not queer, I raised the wrong daughter. Because she looks so queer. I showed up to the coffee spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert appropriate attire. I see Matt. Oh, the egg shirt is concert appropriate. Trust me. See Matt out front, locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Sorry, if he calls me good like the other person did, I think I might cry. Oh man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for. Did your daughter make her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and scream cries? Yeah. I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong. But dude. It's working on mine. So I'm unsure. And you'll be good. The scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question. Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a scene of music no one wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into the middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing. You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I'm suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it. A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? That's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell "Haze" as well. Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I am so afraid of all of these people. Oh. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the... Who's driving home? Matt and I line up at the bar in the back where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Oh yeah, I got a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. But it's time like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run off out of stuff to talk about. And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. Stop talking, Matt. Thank you, I need to take a drink. God damn it, where do I put my tongue?
Yeah, sounds great.
See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the merch. Matt and I walked over to a small booth in a corner of the room. There's a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up onto his chair. Step on up, get your merch here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and accoutrements a discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gestured to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you. You look like a fellow who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long-playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pup, Panda's premier pop-punk outfit? I sense some hesitation in your voice, buddy. Let me assure you, on my reputation as salesman of the highest caliber, that this record can and will not let you down. Cannot and will not let you down. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. Teen hops off his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looked lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Day by day, man. They do that thing where they high-five but also turn it into a hug. Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I can make that connect. And have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud? That's Chad. Chad Brad. Thought I'd bring him out to a concert, pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Is Chad cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. He cracks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. Chad Brad, my dude. I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back as I customary in our society for people who don't know super well but still want to be friendly to. Pablo's a total card. Kids play the hell out of a band. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man. When are we starting our witch house bands? You know, I'm out of the game. It's a shame, you know, that would have slayed. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band t-shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. The shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. There better not actually be a mosh pit. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. That's cool. Hey, what's up, everyone? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Fun fact, there's a really cool song from somebody who performed in Eurovision or something. And it's Queen of Kings. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. It's fucking amazing. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. How long does this go on for? Because they had to record this. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks. I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did that cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the song, and I think one of the band members' job is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turned to Matt and tried to start a conversation. So do you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Drop it. He can't hear me, so I'll just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing this same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends. But only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I pull our earbuds out. Man, that was something. I promise, Pup is much better. I have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Oh, yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that. Let's grab another beer. Smart. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people find the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throng of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever and I'm going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt. Almost lost you, buddy. Whew. I got really nervous for a second there. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little, as you should. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. I like me some Matt as well. Busy place, huh? Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So, you go to concerts a lot? Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with music just the same way that you are, that's magic. I suddenly have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. I've never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee. Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeeze my way out of the crowd towards the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beautiful videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pup plays their first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? Oh no. Everyone's rushing the main stage to watch Pup. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. Gotta get there without being trampled by all the rowdy youths. Okay, do I do it this way? This way? Oh, I can go this way. No, I can't. Yes.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken. Ah, what a bitch. So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
What is this?
Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP.
Oh, am I supposed to get to the heart? Is that what's happening?
Is great and the video is tight. Yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP.
I got really badly.
But really,
What?
content ID demands a serious convo.
No, I did not expect mini games at all.
Time or place to talk about it. Oh no.
I'm
This is a dating sim about getting with dads, no less. Oh God, how did we get here? What are we doing? What a mess.
I'm finally able to work my way through the crowd to where Matt originally was, but he's nowhere to be found. Shoot, well, I guess I should keep looking. I'm bumped into from behind and I find myself in the middle of a bunch of youths running around in a circle to the music. I'm in the pit. How do I get out of the pit? Out of nowhere, a youth shoulders himself into me and keeps moving in a circle. Hey! I guess I'm moving in the circle now. I frantically search for a way out, but all I see is an ocean of youths rhythmically slamming into each other. Another youth slams into me, I lose my balance. I'm about to topple over. This is it. This is how I die. Trampled over in the boots of counterculture. Someone grabs my hand. Someone familiar. I look up and see Matt. He pulls me back onto my feet. You're wild, dude. Gosh, this song! Matt throws his arm around me and we jump back into the circle, bashing into youths left and right as Pup plays a killer solo. I know you messed with the pit. I didn't know you messed with the pit. Me neither. I can't believe this. I'm having fun. I'm a little mad that I didn't stretch before physical activity, but I'm having fun. The song ends and the pit finally dissipates. Everyone cheers on Pup.
Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP.
Maybe I only got enough pit energy for one song. Alright, man, let's retreat. We'll show these kids how it's done another day. We work our way back to a more comfortable spot in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the show from a safe distance. Pup put on an amazing set and basically had to beg themselves off stage after their encore. With the concert over, the crowd starts making their way to the exit. Hey, I'll meet you outside. Gotta say bye to a couple people. I hang outside of the venue until Matt finally shows up. Hey man, thanks for waiting. I got you a present. Matt hands me the t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks man. Saw you eyeballing back at the merch booth. And I mean, anyone who tears it up that hard on their first time back to a concert deserves a reward. The youths will finally accept me. I will be able to infiltrate their ranks and defeat them not only on the field of battle as we have done today, but on a grander scale. We'll see you in the world pit, youths. Hey, Matt. Hey, it's Pup. Ah, they added him to the band. The game. That's kind of cool. Hey, dude, didn't realize you were here. I'm glad I could make it. You guys put on a great show. Thanks. Well, see you around. Wait, you know Pup? Yeah. Met him a couple of times when they first started touring. Good kids. I have to burp.
Yeah, sounds great.
Whoa, come on, let's grab some diner food. I suddenly realized just how hungry I am. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. Matt and I walk to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth. So there I am in the pit trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering towards me and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere, I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms, and just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. Brought him a beer afterwards and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out. Yeah, man, just goes to show that punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So how did you get to see all these amazing concerts? Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the States. Whoa! I wish I toured in a band. Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everyone loves Pablo. His mom been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. It'll be loud, and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. Totally very grateful that all my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? Yep. I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together. Like what? Consumerism. Why do we gotta get up early the day after Thanksgiving and line up to buy things? Why can't we just, like, share things? Comrade, you're speaking of dangerous things here. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. Ow. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to. Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation, always. Ah, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to. You know that? I smile. Aw, thanks. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses. Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it, although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. You and me both. I, don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool! I walked in the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from her room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Amanda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey, Amanda, remind me which one of us tore it up in the pit at a punk show and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching tiny house hunting Amish triplets extreme edition? First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I'm I'm your extremely cool dad. All right, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. How'd I do?
That was good. Could use a trombone though.
I got a B? That's unacceptable. That's wholly unacceptable. I have never gotten a B once. Disgusting.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Who's DB? That's not my name. Chad, listen, this is you from the past. Whoa, how'd this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from your earlier this morning, when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short, and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately, this isn't the society we live in. It's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others, but you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it's a certain time and day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good, me. Buy that ice cream. Gonna go get some ice cream. You know what? I've done a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream. What the fuck? That went places. Places I've never seen. I actually did see it, but still. The fact it went is surprising. You know what? Which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. Acceptable. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, pistachio. Oh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. I turn around to see Ernest, leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? You're the man of my dreams, child, correct? You're cool, right? I'm cool. I was just told I was cool by Matt, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Well, if you're cool, you'll help me out, right? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you 20, will you buy me e-liquid? Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's like Gatorade, you know, electrolyte liquid. I'd get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. Classical fiddle game, you know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask the clerk for blue Rezapple Vortex, and he'll know what it is. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. I search around for some blue Crazen Void Star, but can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy babe juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Thank you, I think. Wait a minute. Are you trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream? Because it's working. I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look, I'm gonna pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying you the old Baphomet's cough syrup and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. And stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. What if I give you $25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. It's not true. It doesn't go near your lungs. Well, it doesn't. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window while to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy from some grief. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? I'm friends with his dad. We live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid, and I'm this boy's father. Robert, stop! I turn around and see Robert walking up the street and towards the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were in the Florida swampland scavenging for it, sir. I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in this car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks. I want to say... Richard? Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life, just trying to do my good deed of the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Hey, Chad, will you walk Ernest home with me? Definitely. Actually about to message you on Dad Book. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad. Seems like he tortures just about everyone. He even stole your wallet. What? No, I pat my back. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Robert points to my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda. I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you've purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. You work hard, Chad. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. If you're gonna treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean. Real pistachio. You deserve it. Stop! This man! I almost had sex with you in a single night! We're not about to do it again! We were at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy's the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Catch you around, Chad. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain, like back in your ska days. Smell you later. See ya, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of my night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Immediately. When the internet gains sentience and destroys us, it'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you were most likely to make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly? Who's a cop? Was it a... If you had one thing to take with you to the deserted island, what would it be? A gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neorealism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. When do you never leave home without at least 4 knives? I spent a lot of time thinking about you never really look into rabbit animal eyes. Robert, I'm very interested in speaking with you. For absolutely no reason. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type a message to him on Dad Book. Hey, Robert. Good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my message. Actually, wait for a response. Watch cat videos. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I'd been doing this, but by the time I watched maybe like my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jumped back over to Dodbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. Let's do the food channel. I love watching the food channel. I don't know. I like it. It's stressful, but also fun. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include these ingredients: steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves. Oh my god. I'm not kidding. Please, help us. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around my house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Brad to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk her to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The sandwich, a lost art. I admire where I work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. No, I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong, in my mouth. Why are you putting pickles on a sandwich? Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more. Bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off of the door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. Is this all that the Robert section is going to be? I spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam! I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. Crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the 3-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words to the song. No look behind the back hook shot, everyone's on their feet. Something, something, Space Jam. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning the house down. Afterwards, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped. Toddler Tournament. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glaze with the creme fraiche, of course. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dadbook. It's a message from Robert. He did not send a you up text. He did not. What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chillin'. Type back, just chillin'. Amanda deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by. Another message pops up. Want to grab a drink? That's what I asked a while ago, sure. Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late. Come on, Pops. Live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? I'm trying to bang the neighbors, is what you mean. Ugh, fine. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. My icy is slushy, whatever it's called. It's almost done. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of bar flies, drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over to him. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy.
Hey.
Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh.
Huh.
I brought Mary along. Figured we need a drink buddy. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird Mary later making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink.
Hey,
Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Whiskey. A dad after my own heart, huh? Robert orders... Oh my god, she got horny so fast. 3 shots of whiskeys and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knocked back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What?
oh,
The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, all right. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed? Irish. I think we're drinking... It's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Chad. Try harder. Ouch. Am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish. I wish I were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty. I personally would get a fruity drink, but I know Robert wants me to order whiskey, so I'm ordering whiskey. Mary grabs my hand and grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey, Chad, be a dear and get us another round, will you? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across from the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies in the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act, so I go up to Edith with the baggie, and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out on me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was going to be fine. They both erupted in laughter. I politely followed along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looked directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What?
Hey.
You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Want to blaze? Are you with the feds? I worked hard for what I have, and a no 2-bit corny boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want to run it. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jesus, kid, dial it back. Robert giggles helplessly.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine.
Hey.
We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Lots of eligible bachelors. You know, I was hoping for a quiet evening with my friends. No drama, no unwarranted advances, just friendship. But no, you gotta call me out like that. Mary, No, it's fine. You trying to ditch me, pal? No? No. Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Chad wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Usually loud and clear, the wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a young-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she's kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and I guess you were across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at the young guy from before. Looks like he's being held hostage. Is that because you know me, Rachel, or for some other reason? We'll wait for that response. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Oh man, you know, I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? You know it. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go for shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes a shot and knocks it back. That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool, and he probably hates small talk. So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. It's true. Like, you need to, like, bask in the silence, because it makes people more comfortable than uncomfortable. Nothing wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh. Alright. Rob and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar, patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving the hard sell to that young man, and the young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends, huh? Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill a man? I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know, it's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience I've ever had, gone. No. Great, me neither. Yes, I understand. I do enjoy Robert and his humor. He is so easy, though. Robert knocks about his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Or am I? You are. I laugh nervously again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man, with the other one excused himself to the bathroom. I assume crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary is gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and back to the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet, like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through the— Hey, this is where I almost bought a vape. I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store, and what looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally a liquor store. Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. I start to say something, think of his lecture about balancing science earlier, and stop. I slip on my mind and watch cars drive by. Let's throw rocks at shit. Not in the road! Whiskey is not my main drink. Fun. I am a fruity person who does not taste alcohol type of gal. But I was pretty sure Robert would like whiskey, so. Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes through the empty parking lot. That felt good. Presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't... with feeling. I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I hurl the rock at the sign and sails over the stop sign right into the window of our car. I knew that was gonna happen. Dude, run! I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. What a fun-looking alley. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable of this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving. Let's get pizza. I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. I just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, "Piece a pizza." Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of the stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh, wait. Chad, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Yeah, I'm cool with it. Wait a minute for our pizzas to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate, so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. Or take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. I would disagree with that, but it is a pizza topping. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. You hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? They keep trying to make me a good person. You betcha. Good on ya. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. They can't kill me in a romance. It's a theater. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look to the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of few teenagers in the front. They looked annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah. The kids slow down. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh, damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey, Ernest, I know you. It's me, your neighbor. Hi! Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? It turns out that, yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people working very hard to make this film happen, and you're going to sit here and appreciate them. Oh, okay. Look at that, Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders Catering fed a bunch of people so they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll. Robert introducingly thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film. We leave the movie theater. We stumble into the street parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes. Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee, what the hell? Ernest's friend stands in the alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is going to be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down his hand. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and, Movies got really expensive. Ernest chucks another rock in my knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably going to feel super sore in the morning. We ruined for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classic mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What?
Really?
Have you ever even seen any Michael Powell, A Matter of Life and Death, 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man.
Excuse me?
No, you listen. That popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake.
Oh.
Why is he so attractive at the moment? Oh no, now you've done it. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Stop with the knees! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself, as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts. All right, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up into a boxer stance. Queensbury rules 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rests in between no low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. What? Don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction and 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. The Queensbury Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw the rules at them, though, they always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensbury sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of that up. It's true. Wow.
Oh.
See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. That is okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. Ever seen any Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller is cash. Thanks for the adventure. Adventure is all I got, buddy. Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheek, a rare sight. Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. How'd I do?
I'm lost in your oceanic eyes.
I still like the teachers. I still like the teachers, but I'm not going to say why.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I know I got dads. Hi, this is Steven from Damazon. I'm about front with your delivery. Oh, okay, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry, I need to put on pants first. I can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, wait, I'll be right down. I found some sensible Capri's. Oh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Oh, I bet that's the package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling the packet peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy. I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey, Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies?
Yeah.
You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. Take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. Damien, really? Give the box, tell Amanda to go deal with it. I'll go see Damien. I should take it over to him. Huh. It's very interesting. I jog up to Damien's house with the box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Brad, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whoa, how did you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways, I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. Why is everyone so horny? I handed the box and his face lights up. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. Not surprised, but what are you going to do with those butterflies? Would you like to see? No. Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, Chad, Brad. Sure. Damien leads me into his study where he sets up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh. Wow, that's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all of this yourself? Of course, I find it rather relaxing. Damien moment. It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't ready quite yet, but they'll need to be rehydrated overnight so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out all black butterflies and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the ring, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The back of the wings are gorgeous iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice, too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with forceps and begins placing paper and more pins on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it almost looks hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all the pins and put it on display with the others. I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah, yes, that's a blue morpho, one of my favorites too. He hands a small frame to me. Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough. I don't want dead things in my home. Thank you. If you ever have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. I do. I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'll probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? I hope not. Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, Chad. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. Okay.
Welcome.
Now for the dates I'm less interested in. Hugo, you just look so handsome. All the time. I guess we'll do Craig. Since we've seen Craig. Can't believe you're a dad of 3. A sub 6 minute mile. Yeah, same. I love people who run a mile at less than 6 minutes. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor, let's catch up like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man. Let's definitely hang soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun. I think for a moment, this could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages and he logs off to prep for the game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Amanda Panda. I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece. What you working on? Just a collage for class. We're supposed to be making a piece that represents our goals for the future. I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? Craig invited us to a softball game. Want to go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you brought me all the gear and then you took me to the first game and then someone hit a ball towards me and I just ran off into the field crying? And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up. Yeah. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball. So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks me dead in the eyes, determined. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this. I can be a sporty person. Let's go. All my years of sports knowledge gonna be useful for this one softball game. Amanda and I make the short dive to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, it's pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere. So, when do the kids start crying and running off the field? You know, that your relationship with softballs is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right? Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. This game starts and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has river strapped to his chest as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot? Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks? Choke upon the bat, Miranda. Yeah, Miranda, square up. How much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. It's true! Don't know why they're called... Well, it's a soft pitch, I guess. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic. Go friendship and... Oh, I didn't know. Dad, could you kick it up a notch? Maybe throw some spice on that papaya? Sure thing, honey. I believe in you, Miranda. We watched a couple innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig trained his team pretty well. Seems like he's really good with kids. Keg stand Craig is good with children. Whoa. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has to run off the field crying yet. Amanda, dear, you have to let it go. Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up at bat. They hit a fly ball out into center field. The tiny girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead. See, it's a completely justifiable fear. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off a roof into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit, and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. Don't eat grass! Batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... Oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no, oh no, 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 oh. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball! You saved me. I caught the ball, Dad. I caught the ball. You did it, Amanda. I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's teams are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. They just slap each other. Their hands. They don't, like, slap the other. Great job, everyone. We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Thanks. We've been working hard all season. It's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Nope. They're the same. Hello. Hey, killer plane out there. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So which one of you is the evil one? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. Good looking out. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, it'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all of her math tests. And I usually throw rocks at stuff when people get mad. I tell them I'm Briar. What? We will talk about this later. Chad, bro, I just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang. Sounds good. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast, we have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm making the whole team go get pizza.
Oh, man.
Oh, I don't know if I can. Nonsense, the girls won. What sort of celebration should we have without our fearless leader? She lays her hands on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Not the only thick thing. Amanda, I share a look.
Oh.
All right. It's cool if my bro comes along. The mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile. Of course. Where are we going? Thirsty Pizza? What?
Oh.
What? It's a real place. Thirsty's Pizza! An endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into a local pizza buffet. It's actually called Thirsty Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember how we used to just fold pies in half and then put taco fill? Pizzacos. I could never forget. That's so bad. How did we survive college? That's a good question. Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. The good old days. Gross. The gross days. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Man and I jump on a couple slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a piece of that.
Hey.
No, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad. A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig like if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking out after our kids. My daughter tells me every day how great you are. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly.
I don't know.
Thank you so much, dude. Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Tag team. I give Amanda another knowing look and she hits me back with a nod. She understands. Amanda puts her hand up to her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza. Oh no, sweetie, you're not going to projectile vomit everywhere, are you? Yeah, I think I'm going to projectile vomit everywhere right now. The words projectile vomit and right now usually seem to get everyone clear out, but Martha's not budging. Back it up, Martha. You're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning and it's feeling pretty acidic. You'll be fine. Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con is going sideways. I should have known what a mom of all people would know if fake puke scan. Huh. Well, I guess I went away and I'm fine now. Nothing's wrong. She turns her back to me and talks to Greg. So, I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover?
Oh.
Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right? Of course, but I could always use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything. This lady is really going for the gold.
Hey.
It's actually nice to be having a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Good job, Craig. Stay strong. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine. I swear, if we have to buy it. Martha swarms off towards her kid. She seems nice.
Oh.
Yeah, the team is one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens. Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Whew. Finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh? Only on days like today, I hope. Dad! Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on Dance Mat. Please help.
Oh.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad! Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy.
I don't know.
Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. So good, buddy. Craig runs off with his stepdaughters and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. Definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like we might be a third wheel here. There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices. You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball? You know it. Man, I pull into a machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work with a little rusty. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. I pull out a Discord score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she's taken after her father. You're pretty good. Don't patronize me. Hey, just trying to play a Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Jenna from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together. Please don't lean on my thing. Huh, that's so interesting. Do you know if he's, like, available? Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say. Seriously, gonna make it tilt. Because it's just... It seems like so much work to watch after his kids, don't you think? It would be great if he... Lady, I swear to God. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the gate is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. You stone harpy. What? I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. Amanda. Bro, what's going on? Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig, and we head out for the pizza place, finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. Not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to yourself for a second. River burps. Well, almost all to myself. Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch? This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. I would never play catch with a child on my chest. I have a cooler in my chart that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange.
Nice.
You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand Craig's days and reminiscing about it. I literally just went drinking till like 2 a.m. There aren't many good adult women characters in this. I feel misrepresented. You're telling me I can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand. Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand. It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin. So, is softball coach the life you wanted, or was it the life that was thrust upon you? I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Brian and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. I'm worried there'd be a riot if I quit. I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats. They're quick, and they work as a team. I've trained them too well. They take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex. Exactly. So you run a business now?
Dude.
Yeah, we sell fitness gear. Imports and exports. Does this guy just like attention? Is that his thing? Yep, we sell fitness gear. Imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon. I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. Sounds like he'd make a killing. If you ever need athletic gear, I've got your back. You could sponsor me. I'll rep your athleisure and wear brand while I mow my lawn. That is the glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yes. I can't believe you're a father of 3. Neither can I. You know me, I'm an indecisive person. You switch your major 4 times. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, but raising kids, when Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the time I had spent trying to figure things out led to them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. It's nice out here. Quiet. I have sniffles. Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh? Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in? Men? Peace and quiet? Oh, that too. That's that hot, hot silence. My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday.
Nice.
But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time. And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you. So the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. Those kids love you, and to add that to the whole team loves you, I think you got this dad thing down all right. Thanks, bro. That means a lot coming from you. While I'm distracted, I miss the softball, and it hits me right on the head. Wow, that hurts. Why is he aiming for the head? This is a softball coach. He should be aiming for right here. Yeah. So they can grab and then... Softball coaches should know better. Amanda was right all along. Sorry, dude. Craig runs over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second. Craig spends a moment examining my head. It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better. You would be so lucky. That was planned. You probably didn't teach more advanced techniques to the little leaguers, but Babe Ruth used to catch balls with his teeth all the time. I still got it. Maybe they'll learn in high school. I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh? I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh? We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter? How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah, could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll. And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy. And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much as we can manage with the baby between us. Never enough time, huh? Guess not. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang soon, yeah? I'd like that. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand. Burning the midnight art oil? Figured I might do some productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles. Do the shark lip syncs or do the shark hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulders at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made. Thanks. I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs in one corner of a giant pile of cash. In the other, it's... Amanda, is that me? Yep. The whole thing is about my goals for the future, and those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong mutual supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening. Oh, Dad. You did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah, dude. Softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice? How dare I say parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of late night television from me, alright? I'll let them know you said hey. Okay, how'd I do? I think I did great. I don't think I got a lot of daddy points. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of daddy points. Bruh, that was awesome. Okay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
What time is it? I have time. Oh, it's Hugo. I definitely have time. Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Whoa. Why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute. I've got to destroy this computer chat. This is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security. Chad, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. Let's see that art. Just a fun little thing with my boy Hugo, and Damien will be there too, I guess. Damien and Hugo invite me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo walk around anywhere. I just feel a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Chad? I turn around. It's Joseph. I have to deal with Joseph and Damien. It's okay. It's for Hugo. It's for Hugo. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciatus? Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Yep, admittedly a little bit out of my depth here. Thank God, I thought I was... Okay, that was gonna be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God? Yep, I actually get double points when I say it, since I'm a minister. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Sure! Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? You know I am. You know I love looking at paintings that are in frames and also paintings that aren't in frames. Art is good and stuff. Well put, Chad. All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wines. Hugo's in this one, so what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape paintings for various locales with the American Northeast. I look at the art. It's rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the painting in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, Chad. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph turns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What I miss. Butts. Shame. The cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? I like these colors. We leave the first gallery and walk a few miles before we reach another. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hanging on the walls. Oh, geez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this mean to you? I stare at the paintings, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It reminds me of my childhood. The gestures, the color. They remind me of my childhood, of my parents. Intriguing that you discover something so personal in an image non-specific, Mr. Brad. May I ask you to say a little more? It's not a but, certainly. These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity that it's betrayed by the raw expressiveness of the brushwork, which in a way speaks to the essential nature of human experience. The scars left by the passage of time and the turmoil of contemporary life are both contextualized and deepened by the rose-colored echoes of pre-Oedipal consciousness. Slow down there, Chad. Do us a favor and keep it simple. It's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. Well, a valid assessment. I can't help feeling your initial judgment may be closer to the artist's intentions. Maybe you're underestimating how much the artist likes butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that? That's what it says on the place card. Let's look at a few more of these. See, okay, I feel like if you're dealing with abstract art, don't define it. Don't be like, this is supposed to represent this, because I feel like the whole point of abstract art is that it's supposed to like be different for everyone. And that's like what I really like about abstract art, is that like you look at it and you feel something different than what the next person feels. So being like, this is supposed to represent this, I don't think really works. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artists choose not to let their work be defined by, what's the word, realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that.
Oh.
Excuse me?
I.
Hugo, not here.
Hmm?
No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to
Oh.
him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is based so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding it back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry, I just love art so very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what else would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No.
Oh.
It's wine and cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese. We caught one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art? It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly in the ground, screaming both at each other and us. So, quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is happening? I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Brad. Fear of existence or the very humanity of being human? I don't like these two. I mean, they're wearing masks, so they're trying to hide from themselves. No, I should date Hugo. Shut up. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, like, really mean it. You're a dick, Joseph. Damien fixes him with a hard gaze. I was going to start making voice noises, but based on the look of your face, that joke isn't going to play well with this crowd. Wise. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Whew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight is that not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too. I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice... How does Chad know these words? How do you know that word? I graduated college and I don't know that word. Nice Emmentaler, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions. Like, for example, luchadors? I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really? Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Chad? I think food. I would probably do still lifes of various food, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that. And no, I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing. Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. All right, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed.
Ah.
See you guys around. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. Interesting. I set him aside to deal with the inevitable cheese over.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I got dads. Okay. Thank you all so much for coming. This was a lot of fun. I don't know when I'll be doing this game again, but probably once a week, so stick around for it. You can find this on AriGamesLive-Vods on YouTube in a few days. And go check out AriGamesLive YouTube. I'm posting a bunch of shortened videos there, and they're really fun. So yeah, I will see you all around. Bye-bye!